was that? Are we live? Oh, we are. Hi. Oh my goodness. Yeah. We're here Tuesday. So it's pretty much. I took a few days off. Yesterday, I went to the print shop. I'm getting this piece. It's supposed to be in here. I'm getting that printed to be the proper proper decal instead of the thing that we had on there. So I'm getting decal printed. I got to get some new plexiglass cut for this piece. But also, it's where we left off. I got to get things to reset properly. So that's pretty much what we're going to try to do today. If by the end of the stream I can get it to reset properly, I will be happy about that. So let's talk about what's going on with it here. I don't have my book. Ooh, I'm going to have to go next door and get my book here in a second. It may take me a second. I'll set this up here real quick, and then go run next door and get me my book. I gotta get a book. Gotta get my book. Yeah, be back just a second. Oh my goodness. Okay. I left it. That was weird. Well, that's moving, but that's not. Let's reset this. I forgot my I forgot my book. I had it next door in the restaurant. Because that's where we are. Reset everything. Come on. Let's go. So yeah. My computer is moved again. That's a cool angle though for this. Sunk. Pretty cool. We got the book. We got the camera angles. There we are. Here I am. We got the book, we got the schematics, and we got our electronics electromechanical repair book. Let's talk about what's happening here. So when we turn it on, it'll go through some setup. It will reset the scores. Grand Slam doesn't reset, but I've seen on videos it doesn't look like it resets in videos either. Let's see. Yeah, the thing with the Grand Slam reel, there's no switches on it, so I'm not sure how that works. If it just rotates through. I don't know how it works, but we're getting a half partial reset, so it resets the scores, and then the lock relay comes on, but also all these other relays get stuck on. So I don't think that that's what it's supposed to do. Let me see if I can set this guy up. Oh. It doesn't have very long cables. So we're number 4, number 3, number 2, number 1 relay, the third out relay, and the lock relay. Those all stay on. There's the start relay. That's what I need to look at. Coin relay, start relay. So all of those stay on. It's basically these 4 brown ones and the lock relay and over here. Those ones are on at startup, which according to the book, I don't think it's supposed to be doing that. I don't need that light on right now. So if we go and look in the book what it says for the startup sequence. Sequence of operation. This is really cool. We also have one in here that's more generalized for pinball. For Williams Pinball. But I don't think this one's going to apply as much because it is just for pinball and not really pitch and bats. But we can still go to the page because it still somewhat matters. Somewhere in here. So reset make part. Oh, this is easier when it's just a wiki, but I have it printed out. Score motors, other motors. I had it up yesterday. Oh, there we go. Williams startup sequence. Okay, so we'll have this all out. So this is the stuff that I need to get and wrap my head around. So, startup sequence. Coin switch or credit button, when credit is available, will energize the coin relay. Energize the coin relay. Switches on the coin relay will, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 switches here. The switches on here will energize the lock relay, energize the game over relay, basically tripping the coil, energize the credit unit reset coil, energize the start relay. Start relay will remain locked in until game over relay is latched. Switches on start relay. Okay, we're getting too far. Okay. So if I look up the coin relay in here, second coin relay, no. Lock relay. Coin relay. So like it says, energize lock relay, energize game over relay, energize credit unit reset coil, energize start relay. Energize game over through inning unit disk, energize second coin relay, trip coil, and credit unit reset coil. Energizes start relay through switch in game over relay. Energizes lock relay through slam switch on mech panel in hold circuit to this relay. So like it said, so this one does all 4 those things at the same time. But let's see, one of these is a step down, isn't it? Or are they all just reset? Yeah, this one steps up and steps down. Let's put that up here. Let's go through a basic reset. Let's see where we're at. So that, this one. Actually, I'm not really sure. I got all these balls in here too, huh? That, and then this guy. Where are the balls that I put in here? Are they all back here now? No, they would have fallen out. Oh, they're all in here. Kind of in this chute. Alright, well not falling out on me, I don't think. Because that would kind of suck. How about we just get some of these out of here? Trying to get these balls out here before I screw anything up. I don't want to drop a metal ball on anything. We are dropping metal. Doesn't matter. Metal balls won't come out anyway. There's only 4 of them in here. Alright. So I'll get them out before I do anything bad. Metal balls. Relays up here. Pitch relay, bat relay, strike relay, bat button relay. Mixer, that was working. I saw that spinning. This guy, we don't know yet because we can't get it. Alright, so I'm going to put some scores on. And what else? What else can I do here? Scores and this thing. Reset. This that's a hard reset. Alright. Let's see how far through the reset cycle I can go. There's that, there's that, there's that. So we have, what was this, the inning? Okay, so we have these are set to something. This guy, I guess I don't know if that's going to matter. So we got a bunch of different stuff. So hopefully if it can reset, we'll see how far it goes before it gets stuck. All the scores are at 1. Yeah. All right. Because we are getting stuck. We're not even getting a thing here. Let's get this out of the way. That thing just keeps going unless there's a ball to tell it otherwise. That's interesting. All right. Scores are reset. That's 0. This thing is interesting that it just rolls when the playfield is up. That can't be right. Because then it would just be like ejecting balls onto the bottom and then you have sparks and bad things. Let's see something real quick if I can, without causing a problem, hopefully. Oh, well, it stopped. So we have all these. So those are off. I need to watch these guys to see if they fire, because that's the first part. These guys get locked on, so I gotta watch that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so these fire on like they're supposed to, and then they shut off. But then all these get locked on. So then, pencil? I don't know if I have a pencil or not. So that means on the reset we are at switches on the start relay will run control motor, pulse score reset relay through the impulse cam switch. This relay in turn pulses the score drum until they reach 0, yes. Energize reset coil on inning unit at the control motor cam switch 1. Wait, did that do that back here? No, that one did not reset. That's an interesting little thing here. Okay. And that is the inning. Is that the inning one? Let's check that again. It's the only one that has 3 wipers on it. So that is the inning unit. Ah ha ha ha. So this is going to be where we're stuck. Alright. So run control motor. Pulse score reset relays. Done that through 0. Energize reset coil on inning unit at control motor cam switch 1. So no, that is not happening. Energize third out relay switch, which in turn energizes number 4 relay to clear the bases. Third out relay. So that's where we're getting stuck. I think, hopefully, that's where we're getting stuck. Let me just get my brain to wrap around it here. Okay. Reset coil. The start relay will remain locked in until game over relay is latched. Switches on the start relay. That's where we got. So one of these switches is not resetting that. So we'll look at that. So let me get through this part real quick. Switches on the start relay. Where is it at? Start relay will run control motor, pulse score reset relay through impulse cam switch. This relay in turn pulses the score drum until they reach 0. It'll also energize the reset coil on the inning unit at control motor cam switch 1. I'm guessing that the control motor means the score motor? No. Is the control motor and the score motor the same thing and they're just using different terms? Because when it's pulse score reset relay through impulse cam switch, this relay then pulses the score drum until they reach 0. Energize reset coil on inning unit switch at control motor cam switch 1. Let's just go to the start relay. This is what I did. This is what I wish Gottlieb had on their machines that I have. They don't have it. Load relay swing start relay. In series with switch 1C on number 1 relay, energizes third out relay, runs control motor, is energized by coin relay through switch on game over, energizes mix advance coil. I know that's working. And strike unit reset coil. That is also working. Right? Out, strike unit. So those are all resetting. But one of them is not getting back here. Okay. So that means I have to... This unit resets to 0. at control motor cam switch 1A through switch on a start relay and game over relay. It advances when the third out relay is energized and the extra shots unit is at 0 position. 2 steps if 1 can play and 1 step if 2 can play. So now we gotta get that path. That's where we're at. So that's the inning unit disc through the start relay. Start relay, inning unit reset. Where's their color codes? Red, orange, I guess? Unit reset. Red, orange, 1. Abbreviations. Red, orange. Yeah, so red, orange on the start relay. So that's open. These guys are closed. Well, let's just check continuity. Those, unplug it. I know this one actually has a power switch, but I still want to unplug it. So if we get continuity through here, start relay. And if we get continuity through here, then that means we go through to the next point, because it's not resetting that. So this one should have continuity to begin with. It's A. Well, that guy's working. So this one I'm going to have to check on ohms. 13, 3. So that one is working. Next guy. I like at least how wide the switch stacks are. Getting a difference, so that's telling me that we're getting some continuity going on there. What does that do? Continuity there. And then the last guy. Alright, so all of those give me continuity. Continuity through the start relay. So now I gotta work my way back up to that inning disc. And it said through the game over. Start inning through the game over relay is what it said, right? Right? I think so. So many places to look. I got the schematics are slightly different between Gottlieb and Williams, but alright. Energizes reset coil on inning unit at control motor cam switch 1. I'm pretty sure it's calling the score motor a control motor. because I don't think there's any other motors. Well, there are other motors. There's that one there, but why would they call it a control motor? It says score motor on here. Transformer, main motor. Must be this. Control motor has to be this. Has to be the score motor. If it's not, well, then we're just thrown off of everything. Okay. Inning. Start relay. Inning unit reset is a blue and red wire that goes through the game over switch and the start relay. So we actually have it on the schematics here, right? Yeah. Can we read schematics from this height? So anyway, we're looking right up here. So this is the line. I know it's kind of washed out. So the inning unit reset, that's the coil we're looking at. It is a blue and red line. It says a normally open cam switch 1, goes through the start relay, and then goes through the game over relay when it latches on. So the question is the game over relay latching on too? Because that could be an issue. We get the game over relay to latch on, the start relay, we know we're getting continuity through there, and then maybe we can get the score to reset. But it's going past to a point where at least it shuts off the score motor. So I think that's my next step. Let's look at the game over relay if I can. Oh, of course, it's way back there. Are they labeled? So it's one of these guys back here, the game over relay, and then the other one that's the same. What are they? Game over relay and second coin relay. But the game over relay, that's the one we want to see, because that one has to latch on, like it says, trip coil, from the first one. So this one trips the game over relay, which then allows the current to pass through the start relay, which from the start relay can go into the back box. So that's where the path has to be. That's where we got to see the path going. I know, schematics. Schematics are fun. It looks like a red, brown. I guess the second, what is this? Does that mean the switch? What does 2 mean? Red, brown. Circle indicates switch actuated by a motor can. Oh, okay. Control motor can switches. Yeah, so they're calling the score motor a control motor. And that's enough to throw me off when I'm trying to think of what I'm looking at. Alright. Let me make sure this is reset. It's up there. Game over relay. Is it latching on? That's the question. Let me make sure I know which one's the game over relay. Second coin, game over. So they're in the back here. I'm sorry that you can't see. So the game over one is the one in the back that should latch on. If it's not latching on, that might give us an indication of where we're at with the problem. So I guess that means we're going to turn it back on again. So the click's there. Latch. Alright, so they're both released. Now let's see if we can get if the game over relay comes on. And if it doesn't, let's see what happens if we turn it on. Game over relay is in the back. Okay. light. Alright, so the game over relay popped on for a second, and then it unlatched. And then it kicked it off. Energizes game over relay. Trip coil. Game over relay. Latch coil is energized by wiper finger on inning unit 0 position. Through 0 make switches on 4 score drums. Trip coil is activated by lock relay, coin relay through the inning unit disc, wiper on inning unit through inning unit adjustment jack. So maybe everything is the inning unit's problem. It's in the back here, sorry, I have to look. We have one switch. Reset, it's open. Anything else, it's closed. Okay, so if we have this set to 0, can we keep the game over relay on? Probably not. Guessing not. We do. Guys. I think I'm starting to see what maybe... Okay, so it was set to 0 on the back. That kept the game over relay on, or latched. And it gave you to player 1. But of course all this stuff was still on too. We know our scores are resetting. We know they stop at 0. So I'm not going to mess with any of that one. Any of those. Those are all good. Biggest thing is just this unit, man. So we're not getting it to reset. And reset comes off. There's a big web of wires back here. So when we're set to 0, that's what we're doing. Okay. Let's just see the general Williams startup. When the start button is pressed, the credit unit is decremented. This is done through the credit unit 0 position switch and the second coin relay and the ball count 0 position switch. The end of stroke switch on the credit unit decrement coil will energize the coin relay. The coin relay will trip the game over relay. The coin relay will energize the reset relay. The score motor will run. The reset relay does ball count unit reset through the score motor. Reset relay energizes the second coin relay latch and game over relay latch coils. Reset relay does that. Okay. The reset relay will energize the score reset relays through the score. Yeah, we know that. Score reels reset relays will 0 the reels through the score motor. The score motor will continue to activate until they all reach 0. Reset relay activates the bonus coil unit until the bonus unit reaches position switch is activated. When the bonus relay drops out, the out hole relay is energized through different. Now we're going into freaking pinball stuff. This is interesting. So it knows it's at 0. But what it's not doing is firing the reset coil. So when it knows it's at 0, getting unit game over relay is latched on. Start cam 1. Maybe also, have we thought about maybe I haven't gotten in here and cleaned these switches? Score motor switches? Why not? They're just as important, if not more. Let's get in there and let's do that. Before we get into monkeying with anything and accidentally breaking something or making something worse. Let's break out the alcohol. And maybe a flathead screwdriver. That, alcohol, paper, and a flathead screwdriver. Alright. Let's make sure that all of those on the score motor, or control motor, as they want to call it, is working. Get some of your good old 91% alcohol. Thank you. Spilt a little. That's okay. We're allowed to spill. Because I didn't take these guys. I did. I think I took them apart back in the day. But that doesn't mean they can't be cleaned. Or made sure that they're cleaned and adjusted properly. Not actually sure what I did with them back in the day. And by back in the day, I just mean the beginning of this year before chaos ensued. Alright, remember, be careful with your switch stacks. Sometimes they're glued together and sometimes they're not. That could be it too. I may not be pulsing. May not be pulsing right. You know, because it's not getting good contact. Don't chew on your fingernails. It's gross. Is this one? Let's get there. Actually, you know what? I don't think I cleaned these back in the day because that's already dirty. You know, that could be a huge part of the reset issue. Is that going? It's good. I think we have one. What do we have? 1, 2, 3 switches. 3 switches on there. On our control motor. Does it tell me which one? We have the impulse. Technically a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then impulse. I think this is the end of it, right? Motor's on that end. So this one is the impulse. Yes. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the impulse. And on the Mayfair, what am I doing? Why is that up so freaking high? On the Mayfair, this was printed on the side of the cabinet, but this is actually on the schematics for this one. Let's get that back on there. Just be careful. Don't bend our wires out. Make sure they go back on straight. See if I can get a better angle with the other camera here in a second. Since this is what we're doing for now. That is not lined up right. We'll get that here in a second. Let me get this guy here. Sorry, pushing buttons. We're on the score motor. Doo-doo-doo. There we go. Score motor. All right. Yeah. Line this up a little bit better. I just tighten that up. I want them to be nice and flat and right over the center of the cam when you tighten it back down. So it hits just right. Fits that guy. That guy. Clearly I'm getting contact because everything is moving there on that one. Okay. I think this is 5. Red, yellow, red, black. Red, black, red, orange. Yeah. It has to be. This is the only one that has the teeth. So this is 5. They're not labeled on here, which maybe I could do that too. But that would just be for the people in the future anyway. Score motors. Control motors. It's a good thing to do this before. Come up, be careful. See, this one already wants to come apart. Keep your screws together. Alright. That is not the alcohol. It'd be better if I just dipped it in alcohol. Still 3 switches. But there's a normally closed and 2 normally opens here. Is it working? Are they getting shinier? I think they are. Last one on top. These ones on the top are going to be, I think, the most likely ones to be out of alignment because those ones can get easily snagged on wires and things like that. Get a little bit more up here. Never have too much alcohol on your pinball machine. There we go. My stack is decidedly crooked. Now, Get it started, but don't tighten it down. Excitement going on in here. Tell me what to do with this. I see what you're trying to do. Get crooked. We don't want that. I was debating whether or not to take or try to take the motor apart, but it actually, I think it's cleaned up enough that it's working properly. Because I guess there's a way to get in there and clean them, where you have to bust the rivets out or some crap. But I don't want to do that. Oh, excuse me. Just making sure they make contact. Alright, so that one just kind of pulses half a step. Alright, down to this guy, which is 25-cent adjust, pulses mix, reset, strike, extra unit, inning, an extra inning unit. I think this one was working because the mix was spinning around. But we'll do it anyway. We're already here. Might as well, right? It's interesting that there's this stepper here on the end here. You can kind of see it. I was worried about when I took it apart the first time. I didn't know what it was, and I didn't know if I get the position exactly right where it was going to go. But apparently what it is the chaser lights. So when you ring Grand Slam, I guess it activates the chaser lights. So it really doesn't matter where its position is. It doesn't have a home position per se. So there's 2 switches on there. Give me a piece of cardboard. That's all I want. Thank you. Is it just 2 switches? Yeah, it's just 2 switches. That one is that. This top one. Again, I feel that this switch was working because that mixer was turning. I think when I first took this apart was before the OXO, so I would bet that I did not clean these contacts, or at least attempt to clean the contacts like I should have. Basically, I should have done that before this go around too, but I forgot. Come on. Find your home. Don't you want to go on your home? I think it's there. Yeah, it's there. Lining up. Lining up. I hate flathead screws. Flathead screws are the worst. Has one notch too, but I feel it's working. How about I label this when I'm done with a Sharpie? Big stack in the center. Big stack in the center. What you got in your stack? Ow, that screw is not completely loose yet. Giant stack. Alright, so this is number 3. And number 3 controls 25-cent adjust, pull in and out through third out relay, advances inning unit when only one coin played. So that one is actually probably an important one to what our reset problem is. So we need it to work. We need it to work. What do we got in here? We have 2 normally closed and 1 normally open. So that's all. We got 3 going on. Doesn't matter. They're dirty. Get in here. Yeah, there's some, well, there's more dirt coming off the bottom than the top. But it could be enough that can be screwing up everything. Come on. There we go. That did it. Always get yourself a new piece of cardboard. If you can't find cardboard, what are you doing with your life? Cardboard's everywhere. All sorts of backings of things have cardboard. We use our ticket books from the restaurant. Yeah, there's got some blackness coming off on that one. So we have an overabundance of cardboard pieces left over. And they're just the right amount of abrasion that you want to keep. Because you don't want to sand things off if you don't have to. You really want to avoid sandpaper or Flexstone. Sometimes it calls for it. But man, most of the time it's just get a little alcohol and some cardboard, or I would guess maybe cardstock paper. Maybe that'll work too. It will be a little bit more flimsy than this stuff. Alright, so that's that guy. Let's hopefully that this clears up a bunch of the problems when we get through this. The less work I have to do, the better, right? I swear that I can play pinball too. We can play. It's not just all about work. Although the work is fun for me. I enjoys it. Get your screw in, don't tighten it all the way. Till you make sure that your stack is straight. You don't want an askew stack. The worst thing in life is an askew stack. If you've never heard that before, well, it is. I think leukemia is a little bit worse than that. Shh, nobody asked you. There we go, that's that. Let's see if I can get, if it's actually in contact the right way. It's all down. I might be able to no, it's moving. So what I'm looking for is when the stack is moving, that it's just like the very slightest movement in the metal that at least lets you know that you're getting contact. So that was that guy. Now we're moving on to 2, right? No, this is 2. That was 3, this is 2. Yeah. Easy to tell because one's just covered in alcohol that you just put on it. Oh, yeah. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, impulse. throws you off because you want to start with 1, but apparently 0 is 1. And remember, it's not a score motor on here, it's a control motor. Which is exactly the same thing as a score motor. Which means this is... Ooh, this advances the inning unit. Well, that's not really our problem yet, because we don't want to advance the inning unit because we don't even know how to get there yet. We haven't gotten the game to work. So I'm guessing this is not part of our reset problem, because advancing is not resetting. Let's see what we got. Just 2 switches. 2 lonely switches. I'm going to have to cut up some more cardboard, I think. Normally closed. If you can, you want just the right amount of vibration. Look at that. Where's a good camera? See? You can see the darkness on there, the blackness. It's even worse on the back. That's enough to keep your contact from working. Gonna run it again here. Make sure I got it. Yeah. Well, if something's gonna be not right, it's that. Alright, so top one. Remember, you're not applying enough pressure to change its position. You just want enough pressure that you're getting your contact clean. Yeah, that one was dirty too, but not as bad as the bottom part. Wouldn't it be nice if the game reset after this? And then we can like move on to fun stuff, like playing it, making sure the bat works. I read a thing about this earlier, that the mixing unit not only gives you a curveball, but it can also change the bat, like the power of the bat. Hi, Brent. Do you know what this device is?
Stepper? I don't know.
Technically, there's a stepper on it, so yeah. But this is the score motor, or as they like to call it in this game, it's a control motor. But this is the score motor. This just runs and causes all that stuff to go when it's supposed to go. It just continues, it spins and stops. But it's also, I think, preventing things from happening right now. So I'm taking all these switches off and making sure they're all nice and clean, because I don't think I did that the first time. What's going on with you?
Getting close though, ain't it?
Hopefully. I'm stuck on a reset. I'm not getting all the way through my reset. And I traced it down because I moved all of these up. And when you turn on the game, all that stuff's supposed to reset. Yeah. All of these do. All the scores do, but there's an inning unit in the back that's not resetting. I'm like, okay, well then that's starting to narrow it down. If that doesn't reset, then something else can't work, and yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do now, is get that to work. But I'm gonna clean all these guys. Which this is number 1. And it does the swing relay, advances the out unit, and resets the inning unit, which is the inning unit is what we're talking about. So we only got 3 switches on it. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Bet it's going to be black. I betcha. Bet you it's going to be black.
Yeah.
So if it doesn't get any good contacts here, then nothing's happening. All right. keep messing with your face, man. It'll come right off. That's how they get you. They mess with your face. That was dark on the bottom, but not too bad on the top. What's up? What's going on? How you got? What you got there?
Nothing. Just had something to eat, and I figured I'd come over and check on you.
Here I am.
And, go back and do the things.
The things.
All the things.
But the things have been thoughten.
But not some of the things. Just some of the other things.
The things that weren't thought.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't get an update from them via email. I just looked at the website for Spreadshirt.
Yeah.
And they split it into 3 orders. So they have one that's being printed right now, part of it being printed. One that's on hold, which is the t-shirts or the tank tops. And then the other part that has the cups and some other stuff is still pending too.
And I you know, what you talk about and what you look at, you get advertisements for. And today I was scrolling, it's like I got advertisement for Spreadshirt. It's like it has a travel mug, and I'm like, you know, design your own whatever. And I'm like, travel mug? You liars. Don't you advertise something that we've already tried to buy and can't?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I want to play some fake baseball, man.
Not much longer. Maybe, hopefully.
Maybe. How are we going to play fake baseball if we don't play fake baseball? Remember. Oh. Over. Ooh, that's that. Uno más. I don't know, man. It was kind of trying to light up. It was trying to be a game. It just doesn't quite know how yet.
Massage its brain a little more and it'll be fine.
Oh yeah. That one's dirty. Dirty like your... Wait, what? Almost. After I get this switch and put it, I can try it. I can turn it on and see what happens.
Really?
Well, yeah.
I might wait around for that.
I'm going to rotate all the scoring things up to see if they reset too. Hopefully something positive happens. Enough bad stuff. Let's have something good. Screwdriver. This way we can figure out. Get that back on. go. To move these guys. Move this guy. And then back here. These guys. Count. See what happens. Will it reset? We don't know. Ooh, it went down a little bit. Positive step. I think I didn't have it on that. Still getting weird stuff locked on. That's interesting. It's doing something different.
Getting there. Getting there.
It is. All right. Let's turn the replay unit. So let's try it with the credits on it. See what happens. Credit light's on, that's good. Although it's not active. Back here and see what's happening. So the inning unit is going up. That's okay. Well, I reset it to 0. Everything sounds like it's the problem is back here. I want to try stuff. Take that off. I'm going to take a Jones plug off at a time and see what happens. Okay, put this guy back on. Get in there. our problems. We got problems in the replay unit. Watch, score motor's gonna stop. Feels like a backtrack to me, doesn't it? These all reset. Oh my gosh. Everything I feel is in the back box right now. All the things that I hate in life right now are in the back box. Okay. Let's see what happens here. This score mode is just going. There it goes. I think what I'm going to do, and this is what happened with the Mayfair, is I'm going to have to go through one more time through all the switches. I feel I might be having problems. Yeah, I think I want to go through the switches again. That was what was just going on here, was with two of the plugs undone. Guarantee that's just the speaker wires. That's probably what that just is, speaker wire. Fiddle faddle. There's a lot of stuff back here. I think I just need to make sure that it's all good. Right? I think that's what's going to have to start happening starting tomorrow. Is making sure that we've gotten through every single little bit. So where did my problems end up here? Things were fine until I started messing with the replay. Well, in a relative sense, things were fine. Do that, and then this guy. Interesting. All right, well, the control motor is spinning. All right, I'm going to have to do what I did last time. Go through again and make sure it's all lined up right. And we're going to start doing that tomorrow. I've been working all day, so my mind's not in this right now. Anyway, I will do this, get back at it tomorrow, and then maybe let's have a goal. Let's have a goal to have this working by Friday. Hopefully. Anyway, if anybody hung out with me, thank you for hanging out. Otherwise, thank myself for talking to myself. And I'll just get back at it tomorrow afternoon for a little bit and figure out where to go from there. So, screw up the camera at the last second. So, see you guys. See you tomorrow.